Good day, Elle here, and I'm here with some proud success. I told you I share. If I fail, I share. If I have success, I share. Okay? So, I had the PayPal issue. Um, Last video I made, the reason I stopped my hike is because PayPal had blocked my account. I wasn't able to get a hotel or pay my phone bill or do anything to get back on my feet, to reroute myself and regroup, get on the trail. So, I called PayPal, asked them what the heck. They sent me to the fraud department, so I had to sit on hold for like 45 minutes. And it was because I attempted to link my PayPal to my Federal Reserve account, okay? So it was kind of funny. At first, the agent told me that I had committed fraud and that this was a fraudulent account and that my PayPal account was going to be permanently closed. I said, it's not a fraudulent account, it's my name and social, I just put the wrong account number by mistake, because I put the 0 before it. So, the guy, this is what makes me know the Federal Reserve account is real. The guy had told me he was going to close my account. I said, that's fine, but what about the money? Because I had $230 on my PayPal. He said, oh, well, we'll put that back in your bank account. And I said, okay, that's great. Which account? He said, well, we're going to put it back into the Federal Reserve account. And I said, no, that's not the account that it came from, and you wouldn't let me link that account, so how are you now going to transfer money into it, put it into my ENT account, my Federal Credit Union account? Guy put me on hold for about 5 minutes, came back, and he said, okay, ma'am, we're going to make a deal with you. You're going to let this Federal Reserve account go, and we're going to delete it, and you're never going to connect it again, and we're going to put your account back in full standing. I said, that sounds good to me, and I agree. So long story short, my PayPal is now back in good standing. So here's the thing. Some of you are afraid of going to jail, you're afraid of this, you're afraid of that. Okay, if you have fear of anything, you're causing it, you're inviting it into your life, okay? So I had a little situation on my hike because once I got to town, I wanted two things. I wanted to spend the night with my boyfriend, and I wanted a nice comfy bed. So the universe aligned that for me. He dropped his plans, came and got me, brought me home. And I felt like a shithead the night that he came and got me because I'm like, I ruined your plans, I canceled my trip, la la la. Turned out it rained all day where he was going to be riding his motorcycle, so he would not have had any fun. So everything works out. And I say that because whatever your intentions are, whatever your beliefs are, whatever your thoughts are, is what you're creating in your life. That being said, I'm going to start hiking again Saturday, so the only thing I did with my plan is I had to come home, regroup, I switched out my tent, I dropped some gear that I don't need, I'm picking up some gear that maybe I should have took, and I'm going to regroup with all that. And also, Love Is All We Need, I've edited this book like 8 times, but I had to make some major changes, so I did find a couple typos. So my goal is to finish that, and then this book, it's not as big of a title, but The Truth Will Set You Free. By October, I want to have this one in print and ready. Okay, so September 9th, I will be in West Yellowstone. September 10th, I will be in Wyoming. Then most of September, I'm going to be back in October, and then I have a big schedule, and then I end up in St. Thomas for a few months. So, my success. Now, I posted a routing and account number 0517361158. That's a routing, a universal routing number to pay bills. Sorry, I have really sloppy handwriting. I used that with my social, and I paid my Colorado registration, and it's right here. My daughter just went and put my sticker on my car. If you can see that. There we go. Colorado registration. Okay, so it worked for my registration, but it did not work for my insurance. But here's the thing. I've been out just doing what I want to do. And I started out on my way to Alaska. That's what I wanted to do for the summer. I wanted to be in Alaska. I was conflicting between that and I wanted to hike to CDT for the summer. So whenever you have a conflict, you're going to see some going back and forth with your life. I also want to be home in my warm, comfy bed. So what I'm doing with this hike now is I'm going to just keep going at it until I finish it. And I'm not on a deadline or anything, so I'm going to just keep at it. But I want to tell you the same thing. Whatever you're thinking and intending, that's what you're creating. So my Alaska trip got cut short because the VA set an appointment. And I used to get a small pension. Now I get a rather nice pension. The VA, because I cut my Alaska trip short, I came home. They probably diagnosed me with schizophrenia because I talked to God, and they don't like that. So now I'm a crazy lady, so it's official, and I'm okay with that. They can call me whatever the heck they want to call me as long as they pay me. So my mindset when I went in there is, yep, I'm just going to tell the whole truth. And I did. And so because of this hike that I'm doing, the lady thought that that was risk-taking behavior. And a lot of other things I do she thought were risk-taking behaviors. So I thought that was really funny because everything I've done on this hike is exactly what the Army trained me to do. And it's ironic because the first leg of the hike I chose, I didn't know it was the 10th Mountain Division Training Center, but that's exactly what it was. And so my kids and I went hiking through the same trails that the World War II military veterans were training to go fight in Italy and relieve soldiers and stuff over there. And it was also a prisoner of war camp for some of Hitler's most heinous people. And it was weird because the energy there was really bad, and when I went into town I really felt like I took some of that negative energy with me. So when I got home, I went to I have a favorite hot springs. So if you're feeling like you have negative energy, you can pick it up a lot of different places. Katrina, I picked it up there. It carried with me for a while. And there's different, people call it different things. It's negative energy. When something happens on this planet, the energy can kind of stick around, and if you go into that energy, you can carry it away. So the best way to cleanse it is water. And if you take a bath, you can put 1 cup of salt water, like sea salt's best, and I use pink Himalayan sea salt, and then you put a cup of baking soda and salt, and you mix that 1 cup of each in your bathtub, and that will neutralize any negative things that you've picked up. Water's also a conduit, so it's really good for meditating. And if you can get out of fluoride, chlorine, any chemical treated water, I go to a natural hot springs twice a week, and like I won't shower at home because we have city water. I'm actually going to put a whole house filter on now because I can afford it. Thank you, government. Actually, I served in the Army for 18 years, and I went through a lot of hell to get this money. But the sad thing is, I started getting sick about 10 years ago. I've been entitled to this money for 10 years, but I didn't know I was entitled. So if you're a veteran and you're struggling with PTSD or any other weird things, go file your claim because you have money and they will pay you, okay? And it's not overnight. It took me 4 years to get 100% rating. It took me 2 years, I didn't get crap, and then for 2 years I got like $900 a month. So now I get 100%, which it's not huge, but I can live off it. We can eat, rent an apartment, buy a house, we can do all that. So this number worked. Namaste.